Panchatantra stories are more than children's tales. They are practical lessons for life. Written nearly 3,000 years ago, these fables continue to hold relevance for both personal and professional spheres. They teach us about strategy, patience, foresight, and human behavior, often in ways that are far more nuanced than they appear at first glance. Today, we explore a story that underscores the dangers of haste and the power of careful timing. It's a lesson that applies equally to boardrooms, offices, and personal decision making. The moral, patience over haste, lessons from the leech and the fly. The story. In a grand palace, a king rested in his bedchamber, enjoying the comfort of soft silken sheets. In the quiet of the night, a leech quietly entered the room. Patient and deliberate, it waited for the king to fall into deep sleep before drinking his blood. The king never noticed. The leech was content with its cautious, measured approach. One day, a fly entered the same chamber, also hoping to feed on the king's blood. The leech noticed the intruder and said, "This is my territory. You cannot act hastily here." The fly protested, "I will take just a little and leave." The leech calmly advised, "Patience is key. If you bite too soon, the king will awaken. Wait until he is in deep slumber, as I do. Only then will it be safe to act." The king eventually returned to the bedchamber, and the leech prepared to feed in its usual careful manner. But the fly, impatient and ignoring the leech's advice, bit the king immediately. The king awoke in pain, shouting, "Who has bitten me? Find it." The leech quickly hid in the folds of the bedding and remained undetected. The servants, in their search, saw the fly and killed it. The leech, by being patient and deliberate, survived. The fly, in its haste, lost its life. The moral. The story's moral is simple but profound. Haste can be dangerous. Patience and careful planning are invaluable. Acting too quickly without assessing the situation fully can lead to unnecessary risks or outright failure. This also means patience pays. Waiting for the right moment is often more effective than rushing in. Strategic observation, understand the environment and timing before acting. Discernment and trust. Do not blindly follow others' advice or rush into actions without validation. Let's see some corporate parallels. The story of the leech and the fly has direct applications in corporate and professional life. Offices, projects, and organizational dynamics often reward patience, strategic timing, and observation while punishing impulsive actions. 1. Avoiding hasty decisions. In the office, making decisions in haste, especially under pressure, can be risky. Just as the fly acted without assessing the situation, employees sometimes make quick choices without understanding the full implications. Example, a colleague once recommended a software tool for immediate adoption. Acting too quickly without piloting or validating it led to workflow disruptions and financial loss. Those who paused, evaluated, and tested the tool before full-scale implementation, like the Leech, avoided these setbacks. 2. Timing for success. Projects often succeed not just because of effort, but because of timing. The Leech's patient approach mirrors the importance of waiting for the right moment to act in corporate strategy. Example, a marketing team delayed a campaign launch until after thorough analysis of competitor moves and market trends. Their patience ensured higher engagement and better ROI than if they had launched impulsively. 3. Strategic risk management. The fly ignored the risk of being caught and paid the ultimate price. In professional settings, risk management requires careful analysis and measured action. Example, in an investment project, a junior analyst suggested investing in a hot stock. Another colleague analyzed the fundamentals and waited for regulatory clarity before investing. When a sudden market correction hit, the patient approach saved the company significant losses. Fourth, discerning advice and influence. Just as the fly ignored the leech's guidance, employees can sometimes act on incomplete advice, rumors, or external pressure, which may jeopardize their work or career. Example, a project manager once faced pressure from a client to implement a solution immediately. By pausing, gathering insights from team members, and assessing technical risks, the manager avoided a potential system failure that could have cost both time and reputation. Personal life reflections. The lessons from this story extend beyond corporate life into personal and social situations. Haste, impulsiveness, or overeagerness often leads to mistakes, whereas patience, observation, and careful timing protect us. 1. Financial decisions. Investing money without research or due diligence mirrors the fly's impulsive bite. Those who act with caution, study the options, and evaluate risks, like the leech, are more likely to succeed. Example: a friend was tempted to invest in a trending cryptocurrency without understanding the market. By acting in haste, he lost a significant sum. Meanwhile, careful research, timing, and risk assessment would have yielded safer returns. 2. Relationships and communication. Reacting impulsively in conversations or disputes can damage relationships. Speaking without listening or responding in haste, like the fly, can escalate conflicts. Example: in a family disagreement, an initial heated response could have led to long term resentment. By pausing, considering perspectives, and responding calmly, the situation was resolved amicably. Patience protected the relationship. 3. Career growth. In professional development, taking measured steps, assessing opportunities, building skills, and choosing the right moment to pursue a promotion is safer than rushing into decisions based on pressure or impatience. Example: an employee aiming for a management role patiently took on projects that built visible impact, sought mentorship, and timed their promotion application strategically. Their career growth mirrored the Leech's careful, calculated approach. Extended reflections. 1. Haste can be costly. The fly lost its life because it acted too soon. In the corporate world, haste can lead to failed projects, missed opportunities, or damaged credibility. The story emphasizes the importance of assessing timing, risk, and context before action. 2. Patience as a strategic asset. Patience is not passive, it is a strategic tool. Waiting for the right moment often allows for safer execution and greater reward. The Leech's patient, methodical approach ensured survival and consistent success. Third, observational intelligence. The Leech understood the king's sleep patterns and environment. Similarly, effective professionals observe trends, understand team dynamics, and anticipate challenges before acting. Observation, coupled with patience, allows for calculated, successful interventions. 4. Avoiding external pressure. The fly ignored advice and acted on its own desire. In life and work, succumbing to peer pressure, client urgency, or societal expectations without proper evaluation can be risky. Discernment protects against unnecessary mistakes. Lessons for today: patience over impulse. Wait for the right moment. Avoid acting hastily. Strategic observation. Understand the environment and context before decisions. Risk assessment. Consider consequences before acting. Discernment in advice. Validate guidance and suggestions. Do not act blindly. Consistency pays. Slow, careful, and deliberate actions often outperform impulsive, rushed efforts. Careful planning, strategic execution, and timing flies haste. Impulsive decisions, over-eagerness, lack of foresight. King's vulnerability: high stakes environment or leadership decision impacting outcomes, servants observing, stakeholders or colleagues monitoring results. Leech's survival: success achieved through patient, calculated actions. Fly's demise: failure due to haste or impulsive choices. Conclusion: the tale of the leech and the fly is a timeless reminder that haste is dangerous and patience is a powerful ally. In corporate life, personal decisions, or interpersonal relationships, impulsiveness can lead to failure, while careful observation, strategic timing, and measured action lead to success. In offices today, many act like the fly, eager to take credit, make quick decisions, or seize opportunities without full understanding. Meanwhile, those who act like the leech, patient, thoughtful, and deliberate, navigate challenges safely and effectively. Ultimately, the Panchatantra teaches pause, observe, and act with wisdom. In doing so, you safeguard both your goals and your well being. Rushing, like the fly, can cost far more than you anticipate, sometimes even your kingdom, your career, or your reputation. Patience is not weakness, it is intelligence in action.